Good morning.
Afternoon.
Good evening.
Good night.
Good night. It's probably it's night time here. It's night time here in. Oh man, do we say where we're from?
Yeah, I think so.
From
We've hinted.
a glorious planet.
South of England.
Southeast Broadstairs, if you want to be posh. if then it could be.
Deemed as posh?
If there's anything remotely posh, we are just outside a private estate, don't you know?
We are indeed, actually. Where houses start around £1 million.
Yeah, so fine. I do what we're doing there. 'Cause
In the meth shack.
we're in the meth shack, where neither of our houses cost anywhere near £1 million. I don't think. Well, we could probably buy 4 of my houses for £1 million. I think.
Yeah. Maybe 6 of mine.
So yeah.
That's an interesting start.
Yeah, bit fucking random, but that's how we like to play it. We're casual. Yeah.
Christmas special, New Year's special, end of show, end of season.
End of season spectacular.
You're in for a treat, folks.
I don't know.
We're just blagging this once again.
As usual, I'm fucking absolutely ball-sacked and I feel like my legs are going to fall off. Well, for people who know who we are, I play rugby and it was my first game for the season where life's been a bit manic and I've massively strained my hamstring playing in the second row.
People who know me, I've done absolute fuck all today. I'm chilled, I'm relaxed, and I'm full of beans.
Full of beans. I'm going to be full of Monster Energy to keep me awake.
I would usually be, but Tesco's did not want to sell my Monster today, so I've had to resort to a Red Bull.
Oh no, you're the traitor.
I'm not.
I've only just realised that. Fucking
I
Judas.
didn't buy this on purpose.
Fucking Judas. We can't be friends now. You're going to start fucking
Well,
getting
let's just count in my shed. My shed?
your shack.
In my shack. Right, we got lots of empty cans here. We're not alcoholics. Monster.
I don't know, I might
Monster.
have had a couple of beers
Monster.
today as well.
Monster. And over there, always going to dangle some monsters as decorations here.
What you do? You just go through your exes, all monsters.
Oh,
We're rolling around.
oh, you're not far wrong, to be fair. Hashtag save Craig.
Hashtag save Craig. Hashtag save Mr. B.
Mr. B doesn't need saving.
And his bad life choices and his 16 kids.
I have 3 kids. All with one person, which is quite good for Thanet.
That's remarkably good for Thanet. That is remarkably good for Thanet.
In fact, we both got kids and we're both married, which is fucking fantastic for Thanet.
Well, we managed to last more than a year.
Yeah, what are we on? Not us as a gay
Yeah.
couple.
Okay, as what said Fred. Me and you, we're on basically 20 years, aren't we? We're 22 years. Me and you have been fucking comedy duo.
Oh, I meant married.
As
We got married, like, within
Couple
each
months
other.
What?
It's like children.
I didn't get married within you.
It's like,
Fucking balls deep, mate. 10 years.
it's like
ago,
one of our children each as well. That's only a few months in.
Yeah,
Proper in sync, aren't we?
yeah, mate. Telepathic testicles.
Yeah.
We always had a thing when we was at school.
What, how are my testicles? Dirty bastard.
Coming from God, mate, give me a reach around. Going through the legs, tickle balls.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you can tell I've been with Rugby Boys today. It's like the rugby band that comes out.
Anyway, welcome to the Jokelat podcast.
I've been showering naked with men today.
If I said I had, that'd be...
You're a bit more disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah. So then,
So, where do we start?
where do we start?
Where do we start? We start
At the beginning.
at the beginning of the end.
At the beginning of the end, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think. It was
Mundane.
yeah, it was a funny weekend, wasn't it?
It was sensible. Everyone was focused. Saturday was very on point by everyone.
Yeah, I mean,
Andreas had a bit of unlucky, wasn't he, with
yeah.
some of the qualifyings and stuff. We're keeping
The old
Mr. H up.
fucking randomizer in bunny ears seemed to
Spin of doom.
the spin of doom. We are doomed. Seemed to shit on him a bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean,
They did play a good game with
oh yeah,
Liam though.
yeah. The games were good. Obviously, Liam had his bad luck where he had to have his engine pulled. I mean,
They just had to utilise him the best they could after that, really, because
yeah, that's it. You know,
at the end of the day, it's all fair. It's a team game as well.
yeah.
I don't
It's team
know
sport.
how Hanson's got pretty much every qualifying together, but
It's how the
I'm
fucking
sure there's plenty of
conspiracies, theories,
floating around.
and it's old Timmer just like going back to the press conference
Oh, yeah.
where he was called just everyone out for being wankers who just crashed into him.
Yeah, especially Liam.
Yeah, it was aimed at Liam, wasn't it?
It's like, where do you want to go? He was like,
Not in the same meet as
yeah.
him.
Why do you want to go there? Is it because you like the other drivers? No, I just want to see what happens to everyone else.
Yeah, he was expecting fucking carnage, really. And to be honest, I was as well.
Yeah. I say the first day was I thought it was going to be spectacular from
Yeah.
the first green light. But
Yeah, I was expecting fireworks, but then, you know, and to be honest, everyone played it right, didn't they? Because,
I think so.
you know, if you crash in, you ain't getting fucking points. And unless you're Hanson's, then you're going to be penalised if you do have too much contact.
Fucking hell, we starting that already.
Well, no, it's
It's
been a bit of a theme of the last couple of years, isn't it?
like, we're quite, even though we've said on our live on Instagram just a minute ago, which is the Joker Lap podcast, we said just a minute ago, didn't we, that I can't remember what I was going to say.
You said on the live stream a minute ago you couldn't remember what you were going to say. I don't remember that being in there, but
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, carry on, Stu. 'Cause
yeah, I mean, there's a rant for sportsmanship and all that shit coming, but we'll
Oh, yeah. So we recorded 2 podcasts before this, and both of them fucked up.
yeah.
They didn't save, and it was 3 hours wasted. And this is now, what, a week on?
No, it's more than a week.
Is it more than a week?
I think it's been 2 weeks since my birthday, and we did it before my birthday.
Oh, eh?
Yeah, yeah, that was my birthday present, boy.
Yeah, and that's obviously been, what, now 5 weeks since the end of Rallycross? 4 or
Yeah,
5
so
weeks?
we did it. Was it a week? It was a
We
week.
done it. Yeah, we done it the weekend after, didn't we?
Yeah, we did it the weekend after, so it's fresh. So
And now
You
it's
weren't
not so
there,
fresh.
yeah, it's going on to its use before date.
But I'm glad we've done it now because there's lots of developments in what happened after, lots of drama that happened after, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about.
Lots of things to talk about.
Which means we need to crack on.
Do we? I mean, when we was doing it off the cuff and stuff, we had some bits go into it that were relevant, or like we spoke about Ollie Bennett.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a message.
You got a message. You read your message.
Is that going to be from one of our Dory fans? It is.
Is it from where else?
It's Mansfield.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
David Mansfield, we think you listen to this, so we'll put a plug in now. I'll show you the message quickly. Sorry for the silence.
Yeah. Okay.
So, obviously, if any of you follow the cartel, you'd have seen that they're launching some.
Launching some merch, aren't they?
Yeah.
And the first launch was pretty good, to be honest.
Stick back.
I've ordered some. You ordered some? No.
No,
I've ordered some for both of us. It's fine.
you've ordered. Oh well, depending on what comes out, I will be ordering merch for my good self.
The 8th, isn't it? 9th?
So
It is. He's just messaged.
So today's the 7th, so it'll be the 9th.
9th.
So on the 9th,
At midday.
midday, part 2 of the Cartel merch launch.
I'm looking forward to it.
You got to sign up, haven't you?
Got to sign up. www.rxcartel.com.
Yeah, did they put a link in their stories?
I think there's a link in the stories.
I think is there a link in the bio?
I'm just making noises now. There should be a link in the bio.
I was going to say you got
Link in the bio. There's a link on one of the photos on there, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's rxcartel.com. If you're not too sure, and you listen to this, send us a message and we'll tell you.
Or go and check them out. Follow the Cartel.
Yeah, follow Dave.
Yeah, follow Dave Mansfield.
That's a nice bit of plugging.
Yeah, plug in.
Oh.
But, I mean, and before we get into the nitty gritty, we've said it beforehand, we are RX Cartel fans.
We are Backroad fans.
Um,
But we are Rallycross fans as well.
yeah, ultimately, I'm a fan of Rallycross.
Everyone's got their favourites, and that just happened to be who's ours. We like to try and be unbiased,
Yeah, that's it. And I mean,
which you'll hear later on in this that we are a little bit unbiased.
well, and I'll call it for what it is.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
As-
But go and check out the RX Cartels page. Go and check out their website, and get ready for launch 2.
Yeah, launch phase 2.
You know when I really want to play music about now, get ready for the launch. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. The old days of cocaine and pills.
Okay.
I was always clean, but that's
Oh, okay.
whenever I
thought you were going into some
Yeah.
self-admittance now.
Yeah.
It's turned from a fucking podcast to a fucking meeting.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting with my notepad and my pen and put my glasses on.
Yeah, no, you need to get behind like a bit
So,
of mesh.
Mr.
Mate.
H, tell me about your life.
You need to get behind a bit of mesh, mate, so we can have a confession session.
No, because then I'll be a priest.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to.
Let's move on quickly.
I'm not going to make the jokes that are relevant to priests and small boys.
Especially Catholic ones. Right.
Ah, dear.
Where was we?
We was talking about Ollie Bennett and
Oh, yeah.
just how his luck has just been I think the only word to describe it has been atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, he was marred with turbo issues when he boost pressure issues all weekends.
Yep.
From watching
Well,
his
from all season.
it's been
It's
all
been
season.
unlucky. And for, obviously, we are from the UK.
So you're gonna have a natural thing on you to want the people who are from your country to do well.
Yeah.
I think it's just, and being British, we have a ridiculous amount of natural patriotism, even though we're predominantly idiots. You know, everyone across Europe, I know we've got loads of followers from all over the world.
Yeah, loads.
So I dread to think what you think of our country at the moment, because it is a shit show.
But we won't get into that
We
because
won't
we
get-
had a conversation about this just before we went on this, which I'm not going to go into either. Lucky enough, we shared the same views. But South Africa's a nice place.
South Africa's is a nice place. No problems there. So yeah, it
That
just
linked
seems,
us back quite nicely
to Ollie, and he's just had a season-long load of issues, isn't he?
Yeah.
And on the first podcasts, because we did them twice, and I said the same thing twice. At the end of his last video, he said, "What should we do next?" And I was probably a bit rude, so it's probably a bit luck that it got deleted. But I just
Yeah, but there was another thing that which is why I put it. We haven't done
no.
notes. I put it on there to.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a sec. You know, I'd love to see Ollie do well.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him do well, because he seems like a nice lad, and he's putting you know, a lot into it, and
Still waiting for an Excite.
you're still waiting for an Excite. You know, the effort that goes into it, and the stress and the planning, and obviously being out of the country and then you get your fucking warehouse robbed
Yeah.
because they know where you are. It's
just a complete shit year, really, isn't it? You know, you might have thought he's had a good year.
Yeah, I suppose
Right.
it's all what your expectations are but you can see the potentials there. If the car had been firing on all cylinders
Or the
all
Fiesta.
year. You know, so what I'd like to see you do next year, Ollie, is go to Oldsburg and get yourself one of the new Fiestas.
Yeah.
Because that thing is going to be fucking serious next year, I reckon.
Yeah, like the Mini was quick off the line, wasn't it? Yeah, when you got yeah. Fine.
It wasn't Audi or Peugeot quick, was it? Or it never seemed to be.
Never seemed to be. It had potential.
That potential, but you know, the cost of development to success ratio,
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to see do next year, right? Is get a Fiesta and fucking show them what you can really do, mate.
It'd be nice to have someone British to cheer on.
Yeah. And then I must have been having a fucking soppy moment when we recorded it last time, because I spoke about like the good that Excite as a brand are doing with their energy drinks, and it was obviously, like I said, I'm a rugby player and my boys play rugby, and my youngest boy is epileptic and has ADHD, and we were struggling with him focusing on his rugby, and through a combination of his epilepsy and his ADHD. And then I read a study from the States that was saying about the use of caffeinated drinks to sort of help steady out ADHD. So I looked into it a bit, and we tried him using Excite because of
All the natural.
the benefits that it's like. I'll drink Monsters, and every now and again I'm generally quite healthy. I don't use them unless
I drink a lot of Monsters because I'm not healthy.
and I think we went on to a bit of a rant about that. I've been on a massive diet this last 3 months. That's why I haven't played rugby, and I've lost 24 pounds. So my race car next year is going to like me quite a bit, hopefully.
And it's coming up to Christmas, so I'm just going to get fatter.
You're going to put on 24 pounds. So we'll drink normal energy drinks, and he will use zero sugar Monsters sometimes. But to have an option like Excite, where I can give it to him and I know it's going to give him the focus that he needs to play and perform and really enjoy his rugby, because he's focused on it and he's doing well and he's smashing people, and that, I don't know, it just can't be.
I suppose it helps as well, being the caffeine and
Because that's
everything natural and sugar free.
Yeah, they have to be sugar free, and it's the caffeine that is a stimulant.
Okay.
So that's what gives you the focus, and it sort of overrides that ADHD. And I mean, the difference in him when he plays is massive. So it's just a bit of a shout out to say thank you as well. If you want to speak to us any more about it and what we read, just again give us a DM, and
Like and share.
I'd be happy to talk to you about it, because it's such a big thing for kids.
Yeah.
And like, we both played sport when he was younger, and for me especially, it kept me out of trouble, because I always had that I was going to do the next big thing. Who's that?
Yeah, obviously not too much now, but obviously when I was younger I did play a lot of sport. I BMX'd a lot.
Which got you in some more trouble. Don't know now, Belsey.
I wasn't on the street stabbing people, was I?
No, you was fucking waving guns around instead.
I was never waving guns around. It's the UK.
BB guns. Getting yourself in trouble. Is this lies or is this truth?
No, it wasn't me, was it? Although, I don't know, I shouldn't really say
Anyway, it's just a bit of a well done to him for bringing a product to market.
Yeah, and creating something that's not full of sugar, but still...
Yeah, gives him the ability to access sport, and even maybe going long term just to get a better quality of life. If it helps him focus on a day-to-day basis. We don't use it for school or anything like that. We just use it for sport on the weekends, because you don't want to become caffeine dependent. It's a bit of a minefield, but yeah.
Just a sensible mix, isn't it? Well, when to use it, when not to use
Yeah,
it.
that's it. But yeah, say
Well done,
thank you.
Well done, Ollie Bennett.
Well done. Well done for having the idea. Well done for executing it. And yeah, round of applause. Yeah, if you want to know any more, even if it's one of his team or anything like that, wants to give us a shout, just drop us a message. I'll give you an email address or a phone number or something, give us a bell. But yeah, well done. And shame it's been a shit season for you.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see next season if
Yeah, what you can do, mate.
can't get overly much worse than last season. That's not me being rude, but
Fucking, you'll bang out a bodyguard and fucking throw him on the bus like that. Oh my god, I need to turn the volume off my phone.
Should we go back to talking about South Africa?
Yeah. I was going to say about Olsberg's that car seemed fucking epic, but we should probably save that for the end, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'll sort of get South Africa out of the way. I don't know what happened there. Get South Africa out of the way, and then we'll talk about that. So, yeah, Liam was having a bit of a disaster. Everything seems to go to plan for Hanson's.
Yeah, there's nothing terrible, was there?
Again, Gronholm was absolutely rapid.
Yeah. And while we're on Gronholm, it's a shame.
Yes.
He knows it. I mean, everyone knows it. He would have definitely been in contention.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he'd have had it.
Yeah. It's a funny season. You never know what was going to happen in the races he missed.
Well, that's
But-
it, innit? You know, it can be.
You know he was going to probably be up in contention.
Yeah, or he could have taken points. You don't know, do you? You just cannot tell. It's a Guy Martin phrase. I don't know if all European listeners know who Guy Martin is, but he's a truck mechanic from Yorkshire who happens to be fucking rapid on a motorbike. And one of his sayings is, if ifs and buts were pots and pans, we'll all be scrap metal men. And you know, you just never can fucking tell.
What's he doing at the moment? I saw something advertised the other day.
He was in Japan, but he's going to do reenact the Steve McQueen
Yes.
jump over from the Great Escape.
That's the one. I know I saw something. So, on to the Q3, Q4 semi-finals and
Yeah.
what happened in the end.
And there's still quite a bit of mystery around that, really, isn't there?
What happened at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Q3. I think Liam's car was ready, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they pulled him tactically.
So Andreas went in pole in the first race.
Yeah, when P1 first
And
race.
absolutely fucking smashed it.
Yeah. All he needed to do, because there was no one in that heat that could have touched him.
Yeah.
And all he needed to do was get that start. And he didn't, did he?
No. No.
'Cause
Sensible overtaking though. Well,
Yeah,
undertaking.
yeah. By this time,
But that lost him a couple of attempts.
yeah, that's it. And I mean, could Timmy have taken anything else out of him? Oh, I don't know.
When I saw that and how quick that Q3 was, I was like, fucking hell, he's on one.
And it's like,
I didn't think no one was going to match that time.
no, I didn't, because he absolutely smashed Q2. Well, the rest of the day's times, didn't he?
Mhm.
Day one's time. You just think there's no way. And like, me and my youngest George, who is a Bakary fan, has got a signed Bakary blue shirt. So thanks for signing that for me, mate. We were saying, and I was like, I don't think he's got it. I really didn't think he had pace in him, because there'd been no real sign of it on the first I had there.
And then that Q3 just come out, bang! He's like, "Wow, okay, we're in for a good day."
Yeah, and that was it.
And then Timmy come out and responded,
Yeah, straight away, and just absolutely.
which, as rallycross fans, is very exciting.
Yeah, that's what.
He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
bang!" Both of them are bang on pace.
Yeah.
Then Gronholm as well was bang on pace. And he was like, "Well, he could throw a fucking old championship into the mix here."
Yeah, that's it. It could go.
Timazarov was on fucking pace as well.
And it's that car. That car is quick, man.
Yeah, really
And
quick.
obviously, not taking anything away from Timmy, he is quick as well in his own right.
Yeah.
Again, has had a season full of shit luck. He's had some damages. He's rolled. And it's
So all sorts.
It's
All
been a
sorts.
rough one. It's been a rough one.
But when he has been going his way, he's been consistent.
Yeah, that's it. He's been doing the work. He's been a bit like
It's like
Balmanis.
Balmanis, isn't it?
Yeah, Balmanis has just been nudging away. Because where did he come in the standings? He come quite high, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was he,
I can't look on my phone and tell you.
was he fourth, fifth, something like that?
Yeah, around. Yeah, I think around just above middle, just above mid.
Yeah.
It was a good season for him, to be honest. Just consistent. Nothing OTT spectacular, but
No, has he had a couple of podiums?
I think he had a second, didn't he? Second or a third in the earlier stages.
Yeah, I think he's had a couple of podiums.
Might have been in.
What did he get in Dubai?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. If it was Dubai, I'm just trying to think who come in when Backroom won. That was Tim Timazan off Backroom run on, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, as I say, Batman has just been chipping away all season, just been solid and consistent, really.
Yeah, that's it.
And then Q4 come. Everyone was sensible.
Yeah,
I think both Hansons and Backroom were all in the same race, weren't they?
yeah.
And Gronholm?
Was he gone home in that race?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Should have really done some notes on that, but
I should have done like I said I was going to do and rewatch it.
yeah.
Because,
Well, when you said before you come here, oh, I'm just watching something quick, it's what I thought you was watching.
Oh no, I was watching Hoonigan Building Battle.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So let's skip Q4 then. Then we went into the semis,
And it
got
panned out,
interesting.
didn't it? That obviously Timmy and Kevin were together,
Yeah,
and Gronholm and Andreas were together. And when I saw that, I thought, "Fuck, Gronholm's got the pace in him." And to do it from third or fourth, whichever way around it would have gone, would have been really hard work.
yeah,
Because both Timmy and Gronholm were on absolute form.
Yeah.
But then when he managed to do him in that semi, I thought, we are fucking on for something here.
it just everything. As a rallycross fan, you want to see the fight till the end. Everything just panned out that way and just went straight into the final. Was how you would have dreamt it to go into the final.
Yeah, that's it. As like, you couldn't ask so much better than that, could you?
As a sport and a spectator sport, even if you're not massive rallycross fans, but you've heard bits and bobs and you've watched that.
Yeah, that's it. And if you have no real allegiance, like you could be a die-hard Balmanis fan, that's how you want the season to finish. You want to finish to the wire.
Which you don't get in many sports.
No, it's not often happens like that, is it? But yeah, and then
Then it happened. Then the final happened.
and AB got a mega launch, didn't he?
Yep. Got in front. You're like, right, this is on.
And
And as we said, we are Backroad fans. So it was.
you're willing him. You're just
Yeah.
willing him to keep tight, keep tidy, and
Then he opened the gap a little bit.
and it's like I'd seen that that Timmy had won. I'd made a rookie mistake. I'd been at rugby in the morning, coaching the juniors, and I foolishly clicked on Instagram or Facebook. Or
I watched it live, and it was more stressful than having 3 daughters.
It's alright. They're not all teenagers yet, mate.
Yeah, only one of them.
Um,
Who shaved her eyebrows off the other day.
old classic.
I'd like to go into this a second, if I may.
Go for it.
Just because, you know,
Was it? a rage review?
everyone's human and everything, and we know you go to school and you have a bit of a tough time and stuff, but fucking bullying's out there, man. If you're a bully, grow the fuck up. There's no place in this world for fucking bullies. She got bullied because she had a bit of a monobrow.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
not what it was. Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
mate,
hell.
fucking cut her eyebrows, half come out, looked like an absolute twat. It was like, oh, what? I was at work, I got the phone call, I got pictures sent, which, me being an arsehole, I was in tears crying of laughter. Which I can't show you the picture because we're recording, but I'll show you after. And yeah, I had to £35 on that salon the next day, get them sorted. But
Is she permanently shocked now?
no, they look good. They've done a really good job. But bullying's not cool, and I think
Unless it's you bullying traffic wardens
no,
for giving you a park. Have we got into this in the podcast?
we don't need to go into this in the podcast.
When you was parked with 2 wheels and WLRs.
No.
Actually,
I
it
parked.
was a bus stop.
No, half a wheel, half my fucking back wheel was in a fucking over a bus stop.
So parked illegally.
Half a fucking wheel.
So parked illegally.
Yeah, if you want. The bloke was a cunt.
So what did you do?
I
You
threatened
chased him down the road.
I did chase him down the road and then
And
threatened
threatened
to.
stick his sticking machine up his arse. I think it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, bullying's not on, mate. It's
No,
fucking
bullying's not
horrible.
on.
For some poor cunt to do his job.
Job's worth. Yeah, no, but on a serious note, any kids that listen to this, don't bully. Love each other, love yourselves.
Yeah. Not too much, though, you'll go blind.
But yeah, no, bullying's not on, and no one condones bullying, and
Don't be a dick.
don't be a dick, basically. And it
Life
ties in
lessons.
with the end of this as well.
Yeah, it does actually. So what was it?
We were in the final before I went on my little,
When you went on your tangent. I
Yeah.
like a tangent.
Yeah,
I hope you all like a tangent at home.
because we do fucking plenty of.
Yeah. I think I definitely know where G gets his ADHD
Right.
from. Fucking Judas drinking his fucking Red Bull over there, flash cunt. Would you think you're a winner now, dear? You're something else that begins with a W, you are.
Oh yes, I am.
Um,
Final? We're going to talk about the final. We got
Yeah.
to the corner.
yeah, so I'd seen it. I'd seen that Timmy had won.
Sorry.
I'd seen that Timmy had won.
Schoolboy error that was.
Yeah, fucking rookie mistake.
If anyone wondered why not much went up on the podcast that day, I was trying to be nice to Mr. H here and not. We've said before I do
Yeah,
a good 85% of.
yeah, whatever goes on social media.
Say if you don't like it, blame me. Who give a fuck? But I was trying very hard not to post too much.
Don't bully him. He needs a safe space.
If you're a traffic warden, traffic warden, go fuck yourself.
Unless you're one of our valued listeners, then.
Yeah, then much love. One love.
One love. As we're in Jamaica. Yeah, so I'd seen it, and I was thinking, something is going to go fucking wrong here. And I was willing him to keep tight in that corner. And as soon as he opened the gap, I thought, shit. And then
World War 3 went off.
you're trying to process it, aren't you? You're trying to process what's happening.
I'm watching it live.
So, AB's in the wall,
There's just dust everywhere.
Timmy's in the wall, Kevin's fucked off. God knows
Yeah, I don't
where.
know where fucking Kevin went. He just fucking
Yeah,
shot
sorry.
straight off the other way.
Yeah, Kevin's disappeared off the track in, I'm guessing, just avoidance, trying to get out of the way of, so he didn't.
I don't know if he
Timmy
got a
off.
little tap from Timmy when Timmy was spinning,
Yeah, or if.
but he sort of pinged off one way and they went the other way, and then all of a sudden out of the mist, like a phoenix rising from the flames, Packard comes out straight. It's like, what? And then all your emotions from, oh fuck, this is all over for both of them.
Yeah, go see.
AB's gonna fucking win the world championship.
Yeah, all he's got to do.
Coley was going absolute fucking nuts on the commentary. It's the best commentary final I've ever heard.
And I'm starting to think, because the picture of Timmy come up and I just fucking scrolled past it because I didn't want to see. I thought it was going to be maybe you got seconds, and they were just putting like your first, second, third up. So I just I'd convinced myself actually we're going to be good. It's all going to be golden.
Schoolboy error.
And it's schoolboy error, mate. And then he carried on going, and then Dan Rook turned into the Rain Man and did some quick maths.
Yeah, it just went quiet.
Yeah.
Why Coley was like proper going for it. Rookie just went dead quiet and then, well, actually. and then it dawned.
And then you could see in the spots tower.
Everyone working out the math.
yeah, and what was needed. I don't know. You would think you'd have had that sort of mass sorted, maybe. You'd look for eventualities, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, you could see.
Unless they had it there, but they were just confirming. We don't know, but you could see everyone was just working out like quick math.
Exactly what was going to happen, and then
AB done a fucking awesome drive after that, didn't he?
kept his nut. I don't know if they told him or.
Yeah, I think on the. Have you watched the Backward Life?
Yeah,
I think it's on the radio. That if it stays how it, when it stayed how it was, because after that he was winning. Because Schneider was still in front.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So he was.
He was winning, and then Schneider retired.
And that gave Timmy the extra place.
The extra place, which then put them equal on points. And then on countback, Timmy's won more
races
than Andreas. And that's how it ended. And I turned the TV off, and I went and cooked a stew.
You and the student, your thoughts.
Yeah. And then I turned it back on, and then I saw probably what we're going to go into in a minute. I saw, while I was doing my stew, cooking away in the kitchen, cutting everything up, I put my phone on, was watching that, and it was the podium.
So you saw the podium first, did you?
I saw the podium first.
See, I saw AB, because I stuck with it. I saw AB trying to go to speak to Timmy whilst he was jumping on his car.
Yeah, I saw that after I saw all the...
And I couldn't tell whether it was...
friendly or unfriendly.
Yeah, you know, and then you saw the podium, and AB obviously had a face like a smack's arse.
Yeah. As we said, we are massive Backroad fans, but you can understand it to an extent. Later things developed.
Yeah, that's it. More was said afterwards, and it's hard because, like I've said multiple times, I'm a rugby player, and sportsmanship is at the absolute heart of our game.
Yeah.
You know, even if you think the referee is an absolute fucking toolbag,
You would still go and shake his hand at the end of the match.
I still call him sir, and I say yes sir, and I will walk back 10 yards. You know, and even if one of my opposition is being an absolute fucking dick and he's cheating, I might give him a snide punch every now and again, but I still hold my head up, and I don't sulk, I just get on with it. You know, and
It's the way you're taught, isn't it?
it almost come across, it did come across quite bad, and it's like, we're adults and we can rationalise the situation, but all those young fans that are watching,
and we get it, you know, the heat of the moment, there was so much riding on it and stuff, but when you're at that level, you know you've got that fan base. It could have been a bit more.
you know, and it can ruin things, can't it? You know, like I called a Kent coach a nonce. Because I was hot-headed, but I haven't got anything riding on it other than maybe a professional career in cricket. But, you know, I didn't have anybody else watching me.
Yeah.
But these guys have got
The whole world watching them. Really.
the whole world, and like
Kids.
young people.
Well, we've been to Rally Cross. It's a family day out on it.
Yeah, that's it.
And
yeah.
the kids live for their heroes. We live for our heroes. Kids.
Even more so, you know. And you want us. I know we all have bad days, and I am definitely one of those people who has bad days.
And we all have hot heads.
Yeah, that's
We
it.
all see red mist.
Especially
I see red mist a lot.
with traffic wardens.
Fuck's sake.
Um,
No, but even doing the job that I do,
yeah.
there's times where you just want to do extra things that you can't do,
Yeah,
and you have to remain professional. I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and at the end of the day, it is all of their careers. And
I did think what I saw when I saw it. I did think it made Andreas look. I'm not going to say worse, but it made him definitely look like the complete baddie of that.
how it was portrayed by them,
Yeah.
they really portrayed him as a villain.
Yeah.
But
Then things come out a little bit late. I actually went quiet for the rest of that day, didn't it? It was the next day. I think a couple of things come out. The RX Cartel put that clip up that you saw, which I didn't see, and put it in slow motion. Still to this day, only Andreas, Timmy, and Kevin are going to know what happened there.
and regardless, none of them look good in it.
No.
No one comes out of that looking good.
No, they don't. Because you've got Andreas grabbing Timmy's arm, whether to pull him down, say congratulations or you're a wanker.
Yeah.
But Andreas did shake his head after.
Yeah. So to me, like reading the body language, right, it looked like he'd gone over there to be genuine.
Yeah. You know, you'll get the hardcore handsome fans who will say you went over to be a prick.
Yeah. And he might have done.
Yeah, we'll never know. And then he goes over to Kevin, and he does look like he goes to go over to Kevin to be genuine, and then Kevin pushes him away. It's like, yeah, you want to celebrate with your brother, but if someone else has come over to congratulate you, but then again, that could have been turned around, and he could have went, well, your brother's fucking nuts.
Yeah. And you two are bum boys and you shake each other.
Yeah. So we don't know, just everyone come off bad. Then Andreas came off bad on the podium.
Yeah, you know.
And then...
I did think it was quite funny that he sprayed him with champagne.
Yeah, Andreas just took that, didn't he?
Isn't
But I
that-
saw as well after that Andreas on the podium taking the first place trophy, which I don't think they showed
No, they didn't.
on
show
TV.
it. No,
Now I've seen that. Have you seen it?
no, I've still
I've seen that, and obviously it was, who was it? Andreas, Nicholas, and come third. Can't remember who come third.
Was it Larson? Was it Larson? Sorry, I'm tucking some trail mix.
Yeah, I can't remember who come third. But anyway, I saw that, and Andreas did spray champagne bottle, and he was smiles and everything. So between that and that, I don't know if anything happened as well.
Yeah,
There's a lot of speculation of a lot of things that happened, which we will never know.
that's it. And then, obviously, then the cartel. Or was it in Backroot Life?
Well, before the Backroad Life come out, are you going to talk about?
The golf buggy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was in Backroad Life, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in Backroot Life. And they come over to him and start fucking giving him grief for not being able to drive and having contact.
It was saying, when are you going to learn to drive straight? When are you going to learn to drive straight?
Yeah.
So let's race it, mate.
You want to do drag racing, mate, if you just want to go straight. You're in the wrong sport.
Yeah.
You know, and
then Kevin turned around going, oh, come on, leave it. He's not worth it.
yeah.
It's like that, which I thought was quite good. I thought it was really well played, the way Backroad Life done that. They left out most of the drama from what happened. They put that out because I think they had to put that out.
Yeah, because you've got to...
You've got to defend yourself.
Yeah, that's it, because... And like we spoke about it before, social media went absolutely... Just checking to make sure, yeah, we're still recording. We just realised we've been going for ages and haven't actually checked to see if we're still recording. After our dramas from before.
Yeah, it's definitely still recording.
You know, social media went absolutely fucking mad for it. And there was Hanson fans and there was Backroad fans going at each other. And,
And then there was just unnecessary bollocks as well, which is the bullying part of it.
Yeah.
We all love this sport. Yes, we've got our favourite drivers. Yes, there was a commotion. Yes, something happened. But fucking hell, some of the comments I read was like,
yeah, it's just
ridiculous.
Absolutely unnecessary. And I'd like to see fucking 90% of those people say that to someone's face, the stuff they were saying.
Keyboard warriors.
Because you wouldn't. So why can you think that the internet is any different? You can just say whatever you fucking please. You know.
It's just... it's just chaos, wasn't it? It was unnecessary stuff being put down. Chaos from both both fans. It was disappointing. From a rallycross fan's point of view, some of the shit that was said was fucking disappointing and fucking disgusting.
Absolutely out of line.
And that day as well, from what things were portrayed on what we could see and what was put up, etc., made Backroom look bad, made Hansons look like the sun shined out their arse, and then developments come, and to be honest, at the moment,
but
everyone looked bad. For the sport, it looked bad.
There's always a thing in history, isn't there? History is always wrote by the winner.
Yeah.
I'm sure if the Germans had won the Second World War, we'd all be speaking fucking German, and Hitler would have been an absolute god. Yeah, basically. You know, so have they betrayed him because that's this year's winner? So they've got to be fucking the bollocks. That press conference. Press
conference was fucking awkward to watch.
And when Timmy was saying about how he's clean driving, and then fucking
Backroom's head's almost fucking snapped off his fucking neck the way he turned so quick. Like, what the fuck?
But it was almost like it was scripted because the cameraman was focused on him, like with his face screwed up. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then we're going to come to another bit now. We are AB fans, but he disappointed me in the press conference.
Oh, where he said that he just...
At the moment, he doesn't care. Now, you've got so many fans that love you, so many kids that idolise you, who love the sport, and for you to turn around, yes, we know it's a shit time, but to turn around and say at the moment you don't care.
Yeah,
there was better ways to put it.
Yeah, he could have worded it, but it was just a high emotion time in it, and you'd be livid, and I would not want to be making that call. No. Do you want to pause it?
I can keep going.
Yeah, I didn't know if you was getting up for a smoke.
Oh, I was just going to have a smoke anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't want to be in that that steward's room, because
which we can get to in a minute. What else was said about the marshal's room with their independent witness?
I forgot about that. What's that about?
So obviously they had to bring an independent witness in, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it was Kevin. Wasn't it?
It was Kevin.
Oh yeah, fucking really independent.
Independent, yeah. His fucking brother.
It'd be like, I'd done a fucking GBH on someone. They go, no, I didn't. Who else was there?
Yeah, he didn't. He's fine.
He did it to himself. He had a bat and everything. You know, that's just making a mockery of it. And that is the only word you can use for that, is making a mockery of it.
It's a difficult situation to be in. It's a difficult decision to make. But if you're going to get a fucking impartial witness, don't choose his fucking brother, for fuck's sake.
And like, don't get me wrong, or don't get us wrong, that move was on. The door was open, and if Timmy hadn't tried to go for it, I'd have been disappointed in him.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be rallycross.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be racing.
Yeah. And maybe, just maybe, on any other weekends throughout the year, the punishment that he'd have got from finishing down the order would have been enough.
Yeah.
But does that justify it when it comes down to the championship?
See, this season and last, there was contact. Yes, you could go for it. Was there contact? Yes, there was contact. How much contact? Debatable.
Dubai contact. Definitely a problem. Yeah, AB fucked
But
up.
I think it's Larson said that if he.
Yeah, Larson, Nitish, they both commented, haven't they, that saying that they'd been done for less.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's what's done is done.
I meant to say Markland earlier, not Larson.
Yeah. What's done is done, and
You're right done there, old boy.
yeah, my dog's eating his balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's done is done, and Timmy Hansen is the FIA World Champion. Andreas Backrud is the People's Champion.
Yeah, and I can't think who commented on it. AB had gone to the FIA award ceremony last night, and one of the comments was along that line of,
Was it Jason Mignor? Is it?
I don't know, I remember seeing, so I'm getting over a cold as well. One of the comments was along the lines of, we know it should have been you.
Yeah.
And you are the People's Champion.
That's the thing, you want your world title and everything, but we all know we've grown up with, yes, you want to win at the top of your game, but you can be a winner and a fucking twat, and you can be not a winner and the People's Champion. Respect is...
The respect is worth more than that pop, because deep down inside, like, I've won stuff that I know I shouldn't have won, and fate sort of got me there.
Yeah.
And every time you think of it with regret, because I'd rather have lost than won the things that I've won the way I had a couple of times.
Yeah, it's the same with bowling and football for me.
So you know the circumstances they're just not right. And I think in years to come, Timmy will look back at that pot.
Well, will he? We don't know.
No, you can't help it.
The next bit to that was the massive thing that AB put up a few days after that, which we spoke about in depth,
I can't remember.
with the sportsmanship side of it. How scripted was that?
Oh yeah, both Timmy
responded back to
Andreas post saying that it was all fair in love and war and stuff, but
he said next year I'm coming back harder, better, faster, etc., and then there was a comment underneath, and I looked. No, on the comment section I looked, and there was a comment under there from Nicholas Gronholm saying, "Don't get your saying like, is it saying like there's still me next year?
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up too much." I was like, okay, which is a fair comment to make.
Yeah, definitely justified by this year's performance. Yeah, and then Timmy come up, like, reposted, didn't he? And it's almost like someone at IMG has gone, fuck, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
We need to try and do a bit of firefighting there to try and calm it down.
We will write 2 fucking things and you will fucking post these.
Otherwise, we're going to take it back to the steward's room and we're going to fucking ban you all, and Gronholm's going to win.
Yeah, it seemed very scripted, and then the Backrud life come out, which I thought was very well played on how they left most of the drama out, etc.
Yeah, and it's down to...
You didn't. No. I watched the Hanson's vlog.
Yeah, from what you said, I think my brain would have fallen out my ears.
Yeah. We're not going to go into that. And that was South Africa. And that is your world champion,
Timmy Hansen.
Timmy Hansen.
Woo!
So, if that didn't happen, the corner and the incident, and it finished how it finished on countback.
You don't know, boy.
It finished how it finished on countback. In the dispositions without that,
yeah,
it probably would have been more of fair play.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You've won.
There'd have been no question, because it's been a brilliant season.
Yeah.
It's been a brilliant season, but it just, how it happens. I mean, should we have a pause? We'll have a pause. I'm going to go for a piss. We're going to insert an advert.
Wait.
Yeah, I think. Have we got an advert?
We haven't got an advert.
We need an advert. To go on our break.
I'll make another advert. Plug in the RX Cartel Launch 2.
Yeah.
And we're back. We have just done a quick live on Instagram. And now Stu's showing me something else. More of that.
I think Mansfield passed out. Is what he looked like.
It does look a little bit worse for wear though.
Yeah, I can imagine it was heavy.
Whose Instagram was that?
It was on his.
It was on his.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We are recording again.
We're live.
We're
back.
And we're live.
So what?
We've finished the South Africa. We've finished. I think we finished about everything.
He's definitely punching.
He's punching his own sister. So, what do you want to go on to next, Stu?
I forgot where he was. What we got up there?
RX Cartel merch.
We've done that.
Monday the 9th
Monday
of
night.
December. Launch 2. Midday. UK time. Sign up.
Have a look in your local listings, see where it's going to be in your area.
Should we plug that enough now?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh yeah, and we have to say congratulations to the Hanson team for winning the manufacturer's title as well.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I would say that was deserved. Do you want the tumbleweed to go past then as well?
And whilst we're on congratulations, the day Dan Rook will be able to tell you what day we did the last one.
Yeah, because we did it the day that...
He got engaged.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Congratulations, Dan.
Don't know what you let yourself into. We're both married men.
It'll be brilliant, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
As we both say, going bald.
Oh, you've been going bald since you was fucking 16.
I've had a stressful fucking life.
Made worse by Marky.
You can't even say the next bit that's going to come out your mouth.
Right. If you see us in any paddocks at all this year, and you want to know the rest of that story, just give me a shout and I'll tell you. It's.
I'll just fucking walk away.
I'm pretty filterless on air, but I can't say that.
Can we not say that now?
No.
We can't say that, can we?
No, that's probably a bit much.
Yeah, we move on from that.
Yes, so congratulations, Dan.
Hope many happy years to come. That sounded more sarky than it was meant to be fair.
GCK?
GCK.
So, news just out.
Yeah, yesterday.
All my troubles seem
Going to be the energy supplier and infrastructure of E-Rally. Cross.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking?
What? More cars are going to fucking be reduced, and fucking Carl Sullivan's going to hate us even more.
Yeah.
I don't know if he hates us or not. He just disliked one of our things on Instagram, which he's been the only person ever to dislike something we've shared. Although when I put do you think we should go and do some live? He did actually put yes. So he redeemed himself a little bit, which is might be warming up to us. I doubt it.
I don't know. I fucking barely like you as it is. Don't bully kids.
Don't bully kids. Just traffic wardens.
Yeah, so I'm undecided about the future of Rallycross. Whether, I'm not a skeptic. Skeptic? That's not the right word. I'm not against electrification as such. I've been listening to the reviews of the new Porsche Taycan, however you pronounce it, and they are saying they are fucking disgustingly quick.
It's like Tesla as well, isn't it?
Tesla fucking is a cunt.
Yeah. But you can't deny the power that they can produce. Power.
Well, those Porsches they are saying are like. I listened to, I'm sure it's Chris Harris was saying on his podcast that they're borderline so fast that they shouldn't really be on the road.
Okay.
Because like in general traffic, you boot it, and even with fast cars, you're like on top of them already. So
Stick to the speed limit, kids.
be safe. Don't
smoke drugs, smoke tyres.
Don't allegedly do 100 mile an hour to see if your friend can hear you kind of booting down the road.
If I did 100 mile an hour down that road, though, you'd hear me in Ramsgate.
Probably. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. It's private road, all blocked off.
On a private estate.
On a private estate, yeah.
Is that it? No,
it
was
is.
a private estate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the speed aspect of it, I think they'll be quick. There's no reason why they won't be quick. And
I'm not necessarily worried on how quick they'll be. We've been to Rallycross, we've been to the paddocks, we've been to the start line where they do their pre-launch.
like I've been going to Rallycross since I was 14 years old, and now you've seen my face, you can say I'm a lot fucking older than that now.
Fucking a lot older. I'm allowed to say that you're older than me now.
Yeah, I am. A couple of months out. Yeah, I just think it's gonna lose just a bit the atmosphere and
The smell, the sound of the anti-lag.
and like any of you guys who are listening, I'm sure most of you have gonna been there. But if you haven't been to watch Rallycross, you don't just watch it; you feel it.
Yeah.
It's like
Rumbles through your stomach, your ear holes.
all of your senses, the smell, the sounds, the sights, and the feeling. And obviously, you're still going to have the sights. I think it will be a spectacular.
Yeah.
You know, from watching Stard's car that they were demonstrating, it looked quick.
Yeah.
It looked sideways still. You know, I think all of those things will be there, but you're going to lose that feeling, and you're going to lose part of the smell.
But you'll probably get used to it, like in the UK here when they stopped smoking in the pubs. It went a little bit shit, and then it went back to the norm, didn't it?
I'm not going to lie, I don't miss the smell of smoke coming out of me when I'm
No.
in the shower. You just get excessive amounts of Jack Daniels smell come out of your skin.
But coming from a smoker and seeing the pubs and stuff like you would have,
Yeah.
they did lose a lot of custom when you couldn't smoke in pubs anymore. I remember going to Pizza Hut once,
Oh, yeah.
and we couldn't get a table unless it was a smoking table.
Yeah.
But lucky enough, your good friend here smoked.
Wait, that's going back some years.
That's going back many years. 18 years.
So, yeah, I mean, electrification, I'm dubious on whether it will be here to stay, is another thing, or
Do you think, I'm going to go as you are a mechanic, and we're on the subject of electric cars, do you think electric is the way forward?
nah. And from what I've done, not loads of research, but enough to know that the whole zero carbon footprint thing is a lie. It just isn't. They don't have a zero carbon footprint.
When you say to me hydrogen once,
Yeah, hydrogen. Richard Branson invested quite a bit of money into hydrogen. Again, whether it will take off, the problem is, even though it's I'm trying to think of the term, a viable option, now that the manufacturers have been pushed, and that essentially they have been pushed by government to go electric.
they're going to cut corners.
You know, it's the manufacturers who are going to have the money to invest in the tech to make these things work, and now they're not going that way. I can't see it happening for a while anyway. Until the same as when all the governments started saying everyone should use diesels because diesel is better for the environment,
Everyone's going to don't use diesel.
and now they're going, don't use diesels, they're fucking really bad.
I know. Yeah. I took their advice and I got a transit van.
That was mainly for kidnapping though.
Yep. And then they said, don't do that. I was like, all right. I'll go buy the Subaru.
I'll go and buy a Puma instead. and you just kill him with all the oil you burn. From your chocolate teapot. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I've lost my train of thought now.
We'll see. I think.
Yeah, I mean, will Rallycross be as good? I think it's going to lose something.
The driving's always going to be there. The power's going to be there. The speed's going to be there. It's just not the atmosphere, maybe.
Yeah, and I think, like, the people who are watching at home, you ain't going to know any different. You won't know any different at all.
You've got fucking Coley. Let's be honest, you listen to Coley more than anything.
Yeah, that's it.
And you listen to Coley and you watch Rallycross.
Yeah. Maybe we can just do like what they do and we'll just pipe some Rallycross noises in. That'd be brilliant.
Start playing down some tubes. That's a little squeaky one.
Squeak up.
So the future of Rallycross with that, we can see how it goes.
Yeah.
But congratulations to GCK.
Yeah, that's it. Is Schuster doing Dakar this year?
Don't know.
You seen anything?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, because that was his forte before, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh, news.
Good news.
Good news. Another news that came in yesterday or the day before. The last event was released, which was very well played by Timothy Mazzara, bringing his video out the day before.
Yeah. And that goes on to ask other questions, but carry on with what you're saying first.
So obviously the calendar's been filled. It's added one space left, and our hopes, which we knew weren't going to happen through people we've spoke to and stuff, but we still had in the back of our minds, hopefully, there's a round in the UK. There's definitely not going to be a round in the UK.
And Titans are fucking mugged us off as well.
Yeah, Titans have mugged us off. UK just going to get fucked, basically.
Basically, yeah.
We're going to have to fucking travel.
Yeah, so...
Russia.
Yeah. Why fucking not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. Out of all the places I thought I could be, like when they said Latvia Riga, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. The last one could have been anywhere. It could have been anywhere, and Russia was not on my list of places it could have been.
Yeah, it was a bit of a turn up, wasn't it, for it to be Russia?
But let's see how it goes. I don't know what that part of Russia's like.
I don't know.
I'd imagine it's summer, so it ain't going to be too bad. It ain't going to be like fucking thick snow like they're doing Trophy Andreas.
Trophy Andreas?
And Trophy
Andros.
But I don't know. But his video was pretty...
Yeah, no, that was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that brings it... I wonder what's with that dart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because is that going to be what he's going to be in next year?
I don't know. It's quite random, wasn't it? I was expecting it to be the Hyundai. The i20, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he come out on that. I was like, alright. And then, obviously, the most Russian thing you could do was get a military vehicle.
They could have had a Kamaz.
Yeah. Is that a Spetsnaz vehicle?
This is Spetsnaz. I don't know.
He is.
What Kamaz?
No. The one that he used
Yeah,
on the video. But yeah, there's from Russia with love.
Yeah, or from UK to Russia. With love.
Much love. One love.
So where do you reckon we're going to go next year?
Not Russia.
Not Russia.
Not Russia.
We'll fit right in. We look fucking shady, so we'll be alright.
I don't think when I looked on the podcast, I don't think we got any fans from Russia.
Oh, we're not.
It's probably going to stay that way. I don't know.
I don't know.
I asked the source.
Hot sauce.
Huh?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yeah. When I was chatting to someone the other day, I asked where he recommends, which you've read through. And see, I'm on a quite tight budget next year. So I think Hollius is one to tick off, but I don't think next year is Hollius to be ticked off.
Yeah, I think if we're going to do Holliers, we need to go hard on that.
And he has said that you do need a week to recover.
But that individual, I think, fucking lives by the sword, dies by the sword.
Yeah. I don't know. He said Laureate is easy for us to get to. It's alright, Rallycross. Spa looks epic.
Yeah.
Latvia's a little bit far, I think.
Yeah, Latvia's going to be a fucking trouble.
That's going to be a week. That's be a week or a long
weekend.
A long weekend like Norway was. Norway was epic. I don't know. I say local Europe, maybe.
Local is Lowiak, isn't it?
Germany. Germany ain't that much more, is it? Really?
Nah.
You've got Germany, France, and Belgium.
I'm not really fancying Barcelona.
No. A certain person said the food's good if you like food.
Yeah.
It's all right, but
the track.
Have you been to Barcelona?
Yeah, I've been to Barcelona. Shit how Barcelona is.
Right.
A bit of part of my backstory is I worked on the tools for a company that did off-road tours. So I was working on Land Rovers and 4x4s and stuff in the middle of mountains. So
I played football in a football tournament in Barcelona.
Yeah, and we drove through Barcelona a few times and it always seemed really grim.
Yeah, when in between the football tournaments we were obviously going around and stuff, and we went to the high street, and the high street was
rough as ourselves.
Yeah. There's a cool bit along the front though. It's a massive sort of rectangular open park, but no grass, just all walls, and it's all graffitied. It's all graffiti artists and stuff. You're actually allowed to go there and graffiti on the walls and stuff. And some of the artwork is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But
and the racing away it never seems quite.
Sort of once you're in front, you're in front.
Yeah, it does seem like racetracks.
Laureate?
Lowiak. Might see us at Lowiak next year. Have to look at Canada and see what it is.
Yeah.
CA.
So we can get a press pass.
Yeah.
Anyone listening from FIA, which I know there might be a couple of people listening, hook us up. We don't mind paying, but we won't.
It'd be nice to get a bit more access.
Yeah. Although that's one thing you can say though, even when we went to Norway, yeah, we would like more access, but it was still quite accessible, wasn't it?
Oh, Rallycross that's part of the fundamentals of the sport, isn't it?
Well, I know we went VIP, but the VIP didn't touch the paddocks.
Nah.
That was just easier for us for food and drink.
So we didn't have to try and translate it and end up with like squid or something.
Yeah. So yeah, no, maybe France.
We can see if we can hashtag save Craig.
No.
You fucking bang out. You're such a bully. Double standards.
I know, he's not even a traffic warden. No, we can see, we can get save Craig. But
no.
Yeah.
So we got Russia X Vent, Andreas.
Back road.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about him?
What about it?
Going back to him, seems to be. I'll let you pronounce that again. At the moment, he's doing the Trophy Andrus.
And Trophy Andros, yeah.
I might be able to speak soon. Which obviously the award ceremony was yesterday for the FIA Rallycross, and he didn't have no practice, and he's currently 5th in the qualies in that. So it's nice to see him still doing bits and bobs racing.
He's done it for the last couple of years, hasn't
Yeah, I think Loeb is racing in that as well.
he? Yeah, Lopez.
I know from being over in the UK and not seeing too much on it, where we're not in that sort of European bit, but it's still crazy every time I look at the cars to see they've got wipers on the side windows. That's fucking
They've
epic.
got four-wheel steering as well.
Okay, that makes it.
Gets them to rotate so much harder.
Next year, Mr. H. What's your thoughts?
Has it been much news? much news about what people
Not
are doing?
what I can see. RX Cartel seem to be like they're gonna go ahead. From what the Hansen said, they'll probably be. Well, they will have to go there to defend their title anyway. They're not going to book it, pack it, and fuck off, are they? By
Yeah.
what Nicholas said on Andreas's post, GRX will be back. Obviously, next season we've got.
GCK will have 10 cars out.
He's going to hate you. He's going to hate you. And we've got the comeback of Olsbergs.
Yes.
Yes. I've never seen you look so excited at me.
You have.
Olsbergs, obviously.
Just about when my vein comes out my forehead.
Obviously, the Olsbergs was in Sweden
Sweden.
and absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
So next season is all right. We'd like to see Andreas take a championship. We know Nicholas is probably going to be up there with it, and so's Timmy.
Whether Larson as a third cartel car.
Yeah, we'll come to that in a second. Olsbergs with the if they've got drivers, the Olsberg cars,
They're going to
have
be.
they just desecrated it? Because that was Sweden, which is round 6, I think. They've had the rest of the season to develop it. They'd be in Latvia soon, wouldn't they? Doing some testing.
Yeah, they're having cooling issues, I think, weren't they?
Okay. So we've seen how rapid that car is. We've seen how that car drives. What's that going to be for next year?
And who will they get in hot seat?
It's going to be.
Ericsson's going to be in there. And
I'd imagine so. Well, maybe both of them.
I was going to say, will younger Ericsson come in?
Be likely. And then going on to what you just said on the EKS side of things. Obviously, Larson has been smashing it around the outside of the EKS garage. Is he going to have a third RX cartel car? I don't know why I went so high then. Or is he going to be with Zabo? Is Zabo even going to have a seat?
Well, I thought I'd heard something that maybe Zorbo wasn't going to be there next year.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm not 100%, but I'm sure I heard a suggestion that maybe he wasn't going to be there.
Who do you think is going to be driving for GCK next year?
That's a clue. Hopefully, yes, they are. You know, Markman's done well this year. Again, he's been a bit of a bellman, hasn't he? He's been sort of.
It's been there or thereabouts.
He's been doing his work under the radar. That's some fucking bad luck again.
Yep.
I did say Mark.
Yeah, you did say Mark on
I did say Mark when that time I fucked up earlier.
Obviously you got Derrida and Cyril Raymond in the
Yes,
Academy cars.
Hope they keep the academy.
I thought the Academy cars was cool.
Yeah, I don't think it was a cool idea. It's worked, isn't it? You know, will they keep them in the car? Will they get 2 new academy drivers? I think they deserve to keep their.
Is Skoda going to go back with more than one car?
Is Skoda going to come back at all?
Good true.
No, can they get someone to fucking drive it? Because who did they have in the second?
Edbring, wasn't it?
Adbring,
Adbring. And before that was Rocket Spashkushka.
yeah, that's it.
Oh, they had fucking GCK had Rockets as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they wheeled out another car.
They
for
put
him.
out another car. Motor plane.
I got chills.
So, yeah, so that's going to be an interesting season, I think. See if Bennett comes back, see what Strad come back with. Obviously, that's probably more the beginning of next year.
Yeah, when's the first round? It's normally around April.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
I think it's April. But we'll do a podcast before then anyway. We're just to catch up on news, and I think we're going to do a podcast and get Craig here, aren't we?
Don't know.
No, you're out of order, you are.
Fuck him off. Is he cut anyway?
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast at some point on our story from 2018 in Norway.
we'll do that. We'll do a bit of a catch up on.
I think that'll tie in nicely, do a bit of a catch up, tell that story, and then on our next one, which would be beginning of next year.
Plug some more RX Cartel stuff.
Yep.
Hopefully there'll be some more news on what's going on in the world of Rallycross.
Might even do another fucking competition. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
What we got next year, RX Vinyl. I think, unless you've got anything else to add to that. Like from my notes wise.
I don't know. You got any funny anecdotes we need to tell?
No.
Roll out. We're done.
There's got to be some.
We'll save it. We'll save it for a new year.
Yeah, so it's been a good season from a spectator's point of view.
Yeah, in summary, I mean, this time last year, it didn't look good, did it?
No.
This
This time last year we were having lots of conversations on is this even going to fucking happen? If it's going to happen, is it going to be any good? Is everyone just going to fuck off now? And I have to say I've been quite impressed.
Yeah, no, it's been a good year for Rallycross. Aside from how it finished, it's been a really good year for the sport.
I think the organisers need to buck their ideas up. You need to come up with a stricter fucking a guideline, like what's contact and what's allowed, etc., etc. And you stick to that. There's been less bitching, I think, this year.
I was just going to say, it's been so much better than last year. Last year was shit for that. There was just so much. It's like,
Ekstrom, wasn't it? He said it on one of the videos I saw. Ekstrom said he was going to start taking tea and biscuits to the stewards' room. That's another one as well, going back to earlier. All the stuff behind the scenes, we never know what's gone on.
yeah, and there was the was it? He was on another Back Road Life, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When the
Hanson.
mechanic come and push through everyone.
Yeah. He was going, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah, you know, we won't know what sparked that.
No. But it was documented.
You know, and
Nothing seemed to come of that either.
no, that's it. It's and
Ekstrom got called to the stewards' room for that.
did he? Fucking hell, Extra.
I'd like to see Ekstrom do a couple of races again. He done Spa, didn't he?
Yeah, he did Spa, didn't he, before he sold his car, wasn't it? And yeah, it was a shakedown test with KYB as well. Yeah, hopefully Bossman will be back out. Come and show him how it's done.
You know, he's at that stage of his life now. I say when we watched a lot of Back Road Lives, it was nice some of the stuff they showed with like going through Andreas's ears. Of Ekstrom
And
there.
it was important, wasn't it?
I think he managed to get Andreas's head in the right place.
Yeah.
And he knows the cars. That's the thing. He knows the cars. He knows what tweaks. You know, he's world champion.
Yeah, that's it.
I like Ekstrom. I do like Ekstrom. So a roundup of this year, it's been emotional.
It's been emotional.
It's been emotional.
Not as emotional as Kevin found it when Andreas crashed into Timmy. There was all sorts of tears going on then.
Yeah, Abbey Dabby's a different story, innit? We never done a podcast really focused mainly on Abbey Dabby. But that's the other thing, they've moved that as well, haven't they? That's now the second to last race of the year.
Oh, they put it at the back end, I think.
So they'll be going to Yas Marina, and then the shipping containers will go to South Africa, which I'd imagine is a closer.
Yeah, and because there's such a big gap in there between them.
So I haven't got the list of rounds up to say what the rounds are, but it is on our Instagram.
All I know is there's no fucking UK.
There is no UK, and we're really pissed off about that.
Even though we two-man who tried to boycott Silverstone.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Anyone who's watched Rallycross and stuff, drop us in our DMs. Did you prefer Silverstone or Lyddon? You know, I know we're local to Lyddon, but it's a proper Rallycross circuit, isn't it?
And I think, you know, Coley was touched on it. I'm sure it's Coley. You know, the purpose-built circuits, you know, they still do. They can give good racing.
Yeah.
And you can't just write them off.
Well, it's like Spa, isn't it? Spa
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, it was brilliant. So you can't just write a circuit off just because it's based. Because like Germany's going to be at Nürburgring, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, that's the other new one as well, Germany. Nürburg. What part of the Nürburg are they going to use?
They'll be on the F1 track, won't they? They won't be on the Britain.
Well, obviously they're going to have to add extra sections, aren't they? Like dirt sections.
Yeah, they have to bring dirt sections into it.
And they have to build a jump as long as it's not as aggressive as
Pastrana's. Oh, not.
Oh, Pastrana's and Nitro games. That's going to be an interesting one next year as well. I think. Wondering if Andreas will drive that.
I hope so. Hopefully he's got speeds on his way back to any of our American listeners. Well, and that's probably worth touching on.
Oh, yeah. America's Rallycross.
Yeah, and how it's been pulled essentially. I mean, I watch Launch Control. What's the name? Subaru Rally Team USA. Their team name is. Oh, fuck me. It's gone. Completely gone. It'll come back to me in a minute. But I watch their program and follow them on the socials. And they seem pretty positive. Steve Arpin seems pretty positive that there is going to be Rallycross in America next year. So hopefully it's not all gone. It's just that IMG won't make enough money out of it.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what some of them do. Is some of them going to enter into World RX?
I mean,
There's restrictions, aren't there, that they don't comply with.
yeah, they'd have to change the cars about a little bit.
'Cause can you imagine Arpin not doing Rallycross?
Well, his background was,
NASCAR, wasn't
yeah, it was NASCAR. So whether he'd go into that.
but the development. See, you told me to watch the Hoonigans thing on it.
Yeah.
You know, would it that mix some things up?
I mean,
Speed,
obviously,
Atkins.
SRSTU. Wait, in front of you.
Yeah, you need to look on Instagram. We've got another message.
Yeah, I just seen that. Oh, it was a wave.
That was it. From Derry Understood.
Yeah. We're waving back Dreary Understeer. Dreary Understeery.
Carry on talking.
Yeah, I think SRT USA, they've got the potential to have the budgets to do it because they're backed by Super, aren't they?
Yeah.
And
Which then answers another question. So a question we got
Yeah.
answered earlier. How long before manufacturers coming back? Well, maybe next season. If fucking Subaru decide to go, well, we can change the cars around a bit to meet regulations. I'm sure there can't be that much difference in the regulations.
no, they can't be that much, can they?
But there's got to be some drivers from ARX who have got to fancy themselves in World RX. If they haven't got a championship to go to, they've got to be looking at the option, haven't they, surely?
You think that there's only...
See what about VW?
But they were pulling back in, I think, anyway.
But it is a bit of a shame, isn't it? They just pulled the plug on it.
It is, But then,
So the deadly science is Stu going through Instagram currently.
I'm trying to find what the Subaru Rally team's called, or Vermont Sports Cars.
There we go.
That's it. So Vermont Sports Cars have got or potentially could get the budget because they've got such backing from Subaru. Whether they could, like we're saying, pull off the changes and have the pace, because when they were in Canada, it was Canada, wasn't it?
Yeah. Tri-Riviere.
Yeah.
Three Rivers.
Yeah,
If you're English.
and all three rivers. You know, they showed the pace because, fuck me, it's too late in the day. My brain can't work.
On the free practice in the morning, everyone was there, weren't they? And they were at the top. They put up that famous quote, didn't they? Best rallycross team in the world, or fastest rallycross team in the world.
And I'm going to have to spend ages looking at my phone again to work out what the driver's name was.
What,
This-
Patrick Sandell?
Sandell, yeah.
Just ask me, mate.
Sandell was quickest, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, you know, the cars have got the pace in them. Could we see them come in and maybe throw a cat amongst the pigeons?
Is that why they put Andreas in one and who was it? Was it Baskusha?
No, it was Johnny Weeman, wasn't it?
No, Johnny Weeman. Yeah. Is that why they threw them in a couple as well, from two people who raced in RX?
Well, part of the reason I did that was because Scott Speedy broke his back, and
But you've got to think as well, would you, especially with like someone like Andreas, with the feedback, how different it is to his cars. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. There's a lot of questions to be answered. I think there's going to be some shocks. There might not be.
I hope Rallycross survives in America.
Yeah. Well, the thing I was going to say with the Subarus is, are they too big for the European circuits?
No, because the circuits in America are tight.
I don't know. It's just, is it? Because the size of most of the America's rallycross cars are quite big, aren't
They've got Hopkins and Fiesta, isn't it? And the Beatles short. Well,
they? The Beatles look really long.
yeah, they're similar wheelbase to the Golfs.
Are they? Okay. I don't know. I just don't know if it's too big. So, only reason I say that is when you go back to a couple of seasons ago with with Hoonigan, when they had the Focus RS/RX, we spoke about it then and said the Fiesta would have been a better choice because some of the tracks, the Focus seemed a little bit too big and a bit too bulky on.
Yeah.
Is the Subaru's going to have the same problem? Is what I mean by that.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
If it was back to the not old Subaru, but the shitty hatchback one, which you like them, don't you?
Yeah, I like that.
I don't. If we went back to that size,
Would they be better?
new Subaru that's just come out as well is fucking awful. It looks dreadful.
Oh no, you're a Subaru
I
fanboy.
know.
You'd be all over it, wouldn't you? You'd be dumping fucking back road if
I ain't
Subaru come
dumping
into it.
That good. I was quite excited though when he drove the Subaru, but I don't know. I just that's the only thing I worry about. If Subaru did come to World RX, is it going to be the same problem as what the Focus had?
I think there was more problems within that chassis
Yeah.
than just the wheelbase. From when you watch Gymkhana Files, they talk about it, and Derek Downsey, who's like a god basically in rally cycling, when he says there's not really anything we can do with it,
That's fuck all you can do with it.
then you know there's a problem. So maybe there was more in the underpinnings,
Okay.
and you know that Subaru is proven to be fast.
Just all types of rally Subaru just excel in anyway. So
Peter,
does that almost sound like I'm a fanboy then again?
Peter,
Peter, better.
Kevin.
So I think
we pretty much done.
Yeah, I think we're done. We're done for now anyway. We'll be back in the new year for a bit of a season
Catch up. Yeah,
review.
pre-season catch up.
Pre-season. We'll have it'll be a post-season review, and then the month after we'll do a pre-season catch up.
Yeah.
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 Sounds good.
So anyone who's listening, if you're listening before the 25th of December, happy Christmas
Yeah. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and Happy New Year.
and a happy New Year. And we will be active anyway on Instagram, Jokerlap Podcast. Like and share. Thank you for all the support this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can grow it a little bit more. It's been quite cool. The people who have had little says and stuff though. Some of the, I'm not saying higher up people, but some of the people actually in and around the FIA
Yeah.
championship wise, it's been quite nice interaction. We've had some good feedback.
And the PR bar from Titans as well.
Yeah, the PR never messaged me back there. I sent a message. I know. And then they fucked off and not done UK either.
That's why.
Yep. But yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.